Let's talk a little bit about backcountry kits. First, I'm going to collect up some more of these acorns because I don't want them to go to waste. Not a bad source of food. Good little trail snack. So what you see right here is the backcountry kit I'm using while I'm out in the Chihuahuan Desert. Every environment is going to dictate the kit that you're going to need to bring. Your experience, your joy, your fun, your creativity will all be based on the kit that you have. If you weigh yourself down with tons of stuff, you're going to be worrying about weight more than seeing what's over the next hill or exploring what's around the next bend. Out here in the desert, this is a completely different environment compared to eastern woodland or way up north in Canada or even along the Pacific coast, even Colorado. The Chihuahua Desert is a harsh environment with not a lot of water, not a lot of resources, but it is absolutely livable. Cultures have lived here, I've lived here, and I can tell you it's pretty amazing once you get the ground truth. So let's go over some of these items. Now to kick this off, I know some of you guys have probably heard of the 4 B's of the backcountry. Those are the 4 things that I always carry with me. That's some form of a blade, a blanket, a bottle, and a burn. These are just 4 things that are pretty hard to replicate when you're out in the backcountry. So I find those enablers like a blanket, like a steel blade, and carry those with me. Now these can come in all forms, from the high tech to the low tech to the no tech. For example, if you're going to be carrying a blade with you, a high-tech blade, something that's going to give you a lot of options, could be something like a Leatherman. Kind of a low-tech blade would just be a single fixed blade like this. And a no-tech might be more along a stone tool or a stone blade or just a couple flakes. All of these fall in different praxis as far as high-tech, low-tech, and no-tech. Out here in the Chihuahua Desert, I'm really worried about staying hydrated, staying warm at night with blankets, and also having the ability to create shade if I can't find any when I'm out roaming about. First, we'll just kick it off with the blade. Small, fixed blade, just like this. It's going to help you cut, carve, shape, do anything you need to do, whether it's crafting out a fireboard, processing out some cordage. This simple little blade with a sheath will get it done. Next, I have a blanket. This is my patoo. You've seen my patoos before. This allows me to warm my body as well as carry all of my equipment. Next, I have my bottle. This is a steel bottle. This has to be a single-walled steel bottle. This allows me to carry my water. More importantly, it allows me to boil in it. Far too many times I see people walking out into the bush with a double-walled bottle. I know you want to keep your drinks cold, but you can't boil in those. If you ever find yourself in a jam and you got to boil out water, you can do it safely in a single-walled bottle. Good volume is key. Water is essential out in the desert. Next, I have a form of fire. This is my burn. This is just a little hand drill set. Nothing too complex, but it is definitely a low-tech means of making fire. Now, it doesn't mean I don't know how to resource and make fire out here in the desert, especially in the Chihuahuan Desert where there's tons of yucca and sodal. But if I'm traveling about and I find water, I just want to make it easy on myself. So I'll bring a little something, just a little enabler to get me by. But if I find something better, and I'm feeling energetic and I've got the time, I've got some good shade, maybe I'll just craft a new set. When I'm out in the deserts, rock salt. Rock salt will keep you alive. This is a really easy way to replenish some of those electrolytes as well as retain moisture. This is going to give me the ability to just shave off little pieces just into my hand. Just like that. That's just enough salt to keep me going. Taken in small quantities over a period of time, you'll be able to retain water, keep yourself alive. I also like to bring a form of a buff or a bandana. Just another lightweight piece of cloth that I can tie off at one end, collect up acorns, wrap it around a wound potentially if I need any sort of, bandage. It serves a number of purposes. Ideally out here it's going to keep the sun off my neck and really give me the opportunity to just have another little piece of protection from the sun. Now when the temps drop tonight, and they definitely will, I've got a poncho. I've got a poncho that's going to help me keep me warm. This is an alpaca poncho. From my patu creating shade to my poncho creating warmth, even with those two combined, I can definitely stay throughout the cold desert nights. Another thing I have out here is an atlatl. Just one dart, one thrower. Gives me the opportunity to take it a game if needed. I can definitely push away some snakes and also use it to kind of negotiate difficult areas. But it's a tool, and out here, it's a much needed tool. When it's time to pack up, I'm going to pack up everything inside my patu, minus my water bottle and my atlatl. I want to carry my water bottle in my hand. I want to drink from it. If I hold it and save it all the way to the very end, it's too late. I'm already going to be dehydrated, and I'm going into a rehydration phase. So I want to carry the water in my hand, drink it as I'm thirsty, staying hydrated. Pack this up, put this guy right up on top. I'm going to put it in the corner. I'm looking to roll all of this to that next corner. So I'm going to take my blade, I'm just going to stick it underneath one of my poncho lashings so it doesn't come out. Do the same with my rock salt. Take my buff. If I need it, pull it out. Just kind of protect that little friction fire set. Then I start rolling. Find where my ends are, and I roll the whole way to the opposite end. Flare these out, twist, and I just keep rolling. Once I get to the end, and I've got this little bundle, take my two ties, I just secure those ends. Nothing fancy on the knots, just secure them up. Tie this around my waist, I'm good to go. Put it all together. This is my flap, I want that down around the back. These two ends. Nice little overhand knot, square knot. Everything's nice and secure.